Hey guys, it's Steph again. If you're new here, welcome. This is the Not Basic Homestead. As promised, today I'm gonna make some beer battered zucchini fries. Now, I've never cut them like this before. They're kind of more like pickle spears that I did because it was one of my larger zucchinis. I've always done it in just the rounds and stuff, but I thought this would be something fun to try and to do. So we're gonna get started with the batter first. I have the house open. I got my oil a little too hot, so it got a little smoky in here. So you can hear my dog outside, Bo, barking at, I don't know, the air, so, or somebody's walking by, so he's probably gonna start going crazy and barking. Bo, no bark. No bark, buddy, no bark. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with, well, I can just dip it in here and then do this. About a cup of flour, just all-purpose flour, whatever flour you want to use. So, cup of that, and then a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm not sure why we put the baking powder in, but we put the baking powder in. This is how my mom taught me how to make this. I grew up with the beer battered zucchini, and I love it. 1 egg helps with the binding as well. It's probably why we have that baking powder. So, and then we just need a cup of beer. Your beer of choice. I'm using Miller Lite. That's what I like to drink. So that's what we're going to use. And so I'm just going to pour the beer in. And you can use this beer batter for pretty much anything. It works for about anything. Boy, that uses almost the whole entire beer. Okay, forgot my whisk. Ew. Okay, it gets a little, I don't know if you can see, but it gets a little foamy from the beer, and that's all right. So I'm just gonna kind of start mixing this up. Now, oh goodness, about sneezed right there. Let me close my flour up. I don't want that all open everywhere. So now just add whatever seasonings you want to put in. I'm just doing some freshly grated black pepper. I love smoked paprika, so I'm just going to put a little bit of that in here. It kind of gives it some fun color too. And I'm just using the seasoned salt. Use whatever kind you want. We like the Lowry's around here. So make sure you get a hefty amount in there so you got the good flavor. And then of course just some garlic powder is all I'm gonna add into this. As much as you want, however you want to do it. Whew. Oh, that might make me sneeze. That stuff, whew, poofy. Okay, so it kind of comes out to a consistency almost like, oh, pancake batter, almost, you know, just roughly about that. And you just want to make sure you mix it up real good. You want to get the flour lumps and stuff out. I probably could have sifted the flour first, but I didn't. So, got some pickles going right now. I went out and I got a nice haul today. Holy cow, I got a nice, and I wanted to get them done, the cucumbers done, because I got to work the next few days and school starts this week, and I thought, oh my goodness, got to get this stuff started processing. So I got all my peppers, my bell peppers and my jalapenos, some more cherry tomatoes, some more zucchini or whatever. I got those all drying. I washed them and got them dried out, and I got my pickles done. I did the zesty bread and butter pickles. I'm doing a batch of that, so I got 8 already out here, and I think I got 6 in the canner right now. I did run out of a little bit of my pickle brine for the sweet and sour, so I still had some pickle brine left over from the other day, so I just put that in there just to top off 2 jars is all I did. So that'll be interesting to see how that comes out. So with the zucchini, what I went ahead and did is I got it cut up, and then I put it in a bowl and I poured salt on it because zucchini is very, very watery. And so I poured salt on it and let it set for about 10 minutes in the salt, and then I laid it all out on a towel here, and I'm just kind of lightly patting over it here. And so now what I'm going to do is, oh gosh, my shoulder. Move this, you know what? I can just, let's get some stuff out of the way. Let's make some room, huh? And my oil is definitely hot and ready. I had to turn it way, way down. Way down. Put a lot of our mostly used seasonings on the stove there. Stuff that we use quite often. Back over there. And then I got a pan over here with some paper towels lined in it, and it's one of the sheet pans from Pampered Chef, and it comes with the grate on it. So I have got that going. I am just gonna stick that in there for now. So this job does get a little messy. Oh, shoot. I was gonna roll these in some flour. That's why I had this bowl out. Oh, goodness. All right. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of flour in here. I'm gonna roll these in flour first just to kind of help get a good double batter onto this. Bo, what did you find? Oh my goodness. Bo, come here. A piece of paper. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, so I got the flour right here. All right, so this little station, I need a plate. I think I'll just put everything onto a plate here is what I'll do. We'll just move this out of the way, move that out of the way. All right, so I'm just gonna take some of my zucchini spears here. I'm gonna try my best to keep one hand dry. So, and then just knock off the flour that's on these. I'm super excited. It's been a couple of years since I've had this, so I am really excited. So you just wanna get a good coating. Just gonna knock off some of that batter there. And I'm only gonna do a few at a time because I'm gonna process these to cook them. But this is just a different way to enjoy your overabundance of zucchini. So I think some of the bigger ones, I'm just gonna throw those down in the basement pantry and see how they store over winter. I guess like if you get the really big ones that come out, those ones can store for quite a while. So that's gonna be a fun experiment that we're gonna try. I'm really hoping my oil isn't too hot and it doesn't splatter everywhere and burn me. I am kind of nervous about that happening, so we'll see. All right, here I got a good plate full. Bring that, and then I'm gonna bring you guys over so you can see what I got going on over here. Okay. Oops. That's in the way. Let me sheet pan here. Let me get it turned. All right. So, hope you can see with all the steam running with the. All right. So when you're cooking with oil, let's say a little prayer that I don't burn myself. You always want to place things away from you, not towards you. So you always want to kind of go down, and this will change the temperature a little bit of the oil. So I got it down nice and cool. Just using my cast iron skillet. I think that works best for when I'm frying things. Whoops, I kind of dropped that one, and oh man, this stuff. I leave the skins on too as well. That's not a problem for me, leaving the skins on. I should probably get out my slotted spoon. Get out my little spider here. So, but you just want to kind of do, and it don't take long. It don't take long at all. Just like maybe a minute or two till they get nice and brown. Till they get a good golden brown color. we'll see if I made these too big and how that's gonna go. But, and my thought process was too, was getting these and then flash freezing them, and then I can, you know, enjoy them another day, and I can just warm them up in the air fryer so they'll be nice and crispy. So I was talking to my oldest about that, and she said, yes, please do that. So that'll be just a nice little healthy snack to go on. I like to dip these in ranch is what I do when I do these. And you do gotta watch them because you don't want them burning. But so that's got a nice, good golden color. Now I'm gonna just let them dry on that. I need to check to see if my water is boiling yet for my pickles. Oh, yeah, I went out this morning and I kid you not, the second I got done harvesting everything, it started raining on me. And then it downpoured for a good hour. So I wished I would have known it was going to rain today. I would have turned my sprinklers off. So, okay. Well, I'm going to come back here now and we'll get set back up and we'll do another batch here, okay? I'm going to see if you guys can get a little closer and see a little better here on what I'm doing. So, okay. But yeah, nice little rain. You know, I'm still waiting on some cucumbers and stuff. Oh, I was going to use my mandolin to try and French fry cut these, but the way, because these were so big, and the way I had to cut them to put them inside, they were coming out really, really, really tiny, like hash brown size. So that's all right. I'll just making hamburgers tonight. Maybe I'll throw the shredded zucchini in the hamburgers. Use that up. Not on my husband's. He gets mad when I do that. But I think I will do that tonight. I think I'll just that little bit. So there's nothing wrong with, that'll help save. I'm doing really well, guys, on keeping a hand dry. I'm actually very impressed. That's the only thing I don't like about doing stuff like this is that it just gets, ugh, your hands get gross. But I mean, I have a little tong set, but I just feel my hands work just as good. So, all right, I'm gonna get these laid in and going. And then I'm gonna rinse my hand off and, well, I guess I don't have to do that quite yet. Okay. Let's check on my pickles, see if my water's boiling yet. Yes, all right. So I'm just gonna get the timer set for 10 minutes because that's what it processes at. And it went. So while those are cooking, I'm just gonna finish rolling these. The flour kind of helps to bind the beer batter on. What are your guys' favorite ways of making zucchini? I think I'm gonna try the zucchini boats. I've been seeing those and that looks really, really good. I think it'll be good, and I have a feeling my family will eat whatever the topping is and not the actual zucchini, but that's all right, you know, I mean, as long as we give it a try, right? But I think I'm gonna try that. I won't do that this weekend. We're gonna be at a wedding this weekend. I'm excited for that. So yeah, and my other two garden planters came and I gotta work. We got school starting, so I won't be able to get those put up. Maybe Sunday, I'm hoping. Let's see, today's Monday, so yeah, I'm hoping that I'm gonna get those done. I may find some energy somewhere somehow, but I know on Thursday I'm gonna do my first attempt at making cowboy candy. I have a few jalapenos on the plant still that they should be ready by then, and so I should have enough for a really good batch. A coworker of mine made some for me one year, and oh my Guys, that stuff is killer. That stuff is killer. So we'll come back over here to the, let's come back over to the zucchini here, see how this is doing. So, oh, that piece needs to flip. There we go. That piece needs to flip over. They were kind of hanging out, sticking together. I wonder if I should get my tongs out and flip these. These pieces were kind of bigger. They need to be flipped out a little bit. I want to make sure both sides get nice and golden brown. I cannot wait to do a taste test. I'm definitely waiting for these to cool down a little bit because they're hot. Now I just have my, oh my nose is running. Stove set on low. I had it on probably about a lower medium low heat, and the house got really smoky, and now it's getting hot in here because it's hot outside and humid outside. So here in a little bit I'll close the windows, but I had to air it out because you know how oil will go. I'm just using canola oil. That's what I find best to fry with. I have some avocado oil, but I didn't have enough that I wanted to fill this pan up with. So I just used my canola oil. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Actually, we'll check these. We'll see how they're going. Well, it still needs a little bit of time. Alright, so these ones are good. Take these out. Oh, and yeah, guys, if you haven't had beer battered zucchini, I highly recommend it. I think my next batch that I do, I mean, these spears are okay, but I think I'll do I'll do the discs the next time. So, but I think the idea of flash freezing them will be really smart to do. Yeah, that one's finally done. All right, get those on. Now let's go grab the next batch here. This is just one big zucchini is what I cut up. That's all I did for this go round here, is just one really big zucchini. That zucchini, I tell you what, like, it just gets away from me. This one was a little hidden though from me. Oops, see, that got me. I felt that. But this one was hidden really, really, really good, so that's all right. So I'm getting quite a bit out of this one. Okay, I'm gonna let those cook. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, and then let's do a taste test. Okay, I think this one is cooled off enough for me, so let's see. I can taste the seasoning salt, the pepper, the garlic, the paprika. The zucchini just changes its flavor completely. I can taste the beer in this. This is, and you know what? I thought this was going to be really soggy and kind of gross with it being as thick as it is, and it's not. So yeah, this is going to be a good batch of some beer battered zucchini fries that we have. Oh wow, yep. This is definitely a win. I highly recommend that you guys try this. Okay. Yeah, definitely try this. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm glad I got to show you how to do another different thing to do with zucchini. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and let me know what is your favorite recipes that you like to use for zucchini besides zucchini bread. That would be really helpful and inspirational. Like I said, how do you like to do your zucchini boats? That's one thing that I'm looking at. I think we're gonna try and do is some zucchini boats as well. So, but thank you guys. God bless and live life to the fullest. Bye-bye now.